Hello, my name is Yoga Matt, and I've started a school called YogaMattAcademy.com. And so if you go to the website and check it out, I think you'll really like what you see. But that's not what this is all about. About 20 years ago, I wrote a book. It's called The Woman and the Warrior by Yoga Matt. And what it writes about is what I saw happening that's now becoming monumental. And that's the chaos that's going on in our society. So this is the book, The Woman and the Warrior by Yoga Matt. It says, don't get a divorce. Make marriage work. Single or married, read this book. It's not just about divorce. It's about why we are in this mess today. Divorce and the family unit is a big part of the problem. It says, this book addresses the reason why our society, adults and children, are going out of control. Please take the fun quiz at the end of the book. There's a quiz to try to give some idea of what I'm talking about in a fun type of quiz. And then it says Yoga Matt. I'll read you what it says on the back of the book, especially for the women. What our society has made you believe is that you don't have any power unless you go out and conquer the world like a man. Well, the interesting thing is our society is crumbling because you're not using the power that you were given in a way that really works. We're not playing by the rules of the game of life. And so here's what it says. It says, to the woman, you are the maker of the family. You are the maker of the nation. You are the maker of the world. And it says the future of the world is entirely in your hands. And so you'll understand that as you read the book. It's on Amazon. Author House is a place you can get it. Barnes & Noble probably. You'll find it at a few places. I self-published the book. Nobody knows who Yoga Matt is, even though I've got incredible things to say. And it says about the male, the warrior. It says you are aggressive by nature. And you know that. You get a little boy and he wants to drive a truck through the wall. It says you are out of balance from birth. That's why he would want to drive a truck through the wall. You are without power, but you are extremely powerful. That's the physical power I'm talking about. You are the defender of the family, the nation, and the world. So we have to understand who we are. And so I wrote the book to try to explain what's going on. And this is 20 years ago, and everybody laughed. Nobody's laughing anymore. I'd like to read you a channeling. I don't know if you folks know what channeling is, but channeling is something that you are receiving that's not of your own thought. And we all get channeled. And we poo-poo it. In the West, you're taught to poo-poo it. In the East, they listen. But here we're taught to poo-poo it. Many of the greatest inventions in the world came through channeling. So I'm going to read you this because this is why I wrote the book. I had to write it. We are being so misled. Adults are being clobbered and children are being clobbered. I have 2 children grown up now, and I'm still dealing with the past. Divorce ruined a terrific family. I have seen so much sadness since my divorce in my life and so many other people's lives that how could I not try to tell what I've learned? I wrote this book when I was about 58 years of age. I'm 78 now. It's like God dropped a bombshell in my life and then said, and here comes the channeling, which was totally unexpected. Explain to people what I am teaching you. I'm not happy you are divorced, but at least get the knowledge out. I will move you forward. A lot of what I give you will not be pleasant, but it will teach you. Make sure you teach Make sure you teach it. Get it out there. Don't give up. Get the message out. I do not like what is happening to my teachings. I do not like what is happening to the way I designed men and women to live. I gave your forefathers very specific instructions on how you were to function. But again, I notice how few are listening. I'm not happy that you are, I am happy that there are those that are doing their best to keep their marriage intact. I know they and their children will be better for it. I am not happy that you are divorced and never will be. You know, until then, I always made your life good. That's over. Your life is to be dedicated to helping others. This is my commandment to you. Understand that I am with you on this and only this. Helping others follow my laws is the only thing that will work for you. And that is what has happened. By helping others, my life works. Anything else other than that, business, what I used to do in my life, it just won't work anymore. But making a difference in other people's lives helps my life to work. The book you have written is good. It's not perfect, but it will get people to think. I want people to think. I want people to think how they have forgotten and have disconnected from me. I want people to know I made a marriage a sacrament, a way to achieve happiness, a way for the next generation to grow up happy. I designed you humans in a certain way. To fool around with my design is to make a chaotic mess out of things. Just look at the children. How can they be okay if you're not? It takes two to raise a family, not one. It takes a whole community to raise a community, not just a few. I look at those that are not taking their marriage seriously, and I shudder and shake my head in disgust. Sometimes those shudders appear in violent storms and earthquakes. When you people get your act together, I will take care of things. If you keep messing things up and abusing one another, if you have lost respect for me and Mother Earth, then I will not be there as a parent, nor will I take your disrespect lightly. You can do what you want, but that does not mean that I give my approval. I am signing off for now. Thank you again for listening to me. Please understand that I am watching and listening. I want your life to be wonderful. I made it easy. Just do it. Follow my laws, and I will be there for you with all my love. And the channeling just went into thin air. We're in approximately 2.5 to 3 generations out since we've really changed the way people live their lives. It's not working. All you got to do is go outside and look around. Go outside and turn around and make sure nobody's behind you. Go outside. Look around. It's not working. So this book addresses the fundamentals, why they're done. It addresses the whole 9 yards to prevent the problem, that we are dealing with today. If we do not go back to the fundamentals, my expression that I've always said for the last few years is you ain't seen nothing yet. There are rules to the game of life. You play by the rules, you win. You try to play by rules that aren't the rules of the game of life, everybody loses. So I hope that you will buy The Woman and the Warrior. Tell your friends. Read the darn thing. It's going to push all your buttons. Oh, by the way, part of the quiz, just to ask you a question. What is the difference, or let me ask you this one. A man goes onto a crowded dance floor with his wife or his girlfriend. Should he say after you, or should he go first? This is a crowded room, a crowded dance floor. Should he go first and you follow if you're the woman? What do you think? Well, I'll give you the answer to this one. The male is the protector. He's the protector. It's a crowded people around the floor. It's a crowded dance floor. If you go through first, you're going to push your way through the crowd, and people are probably going to push towards you. If he goes through first, he's going to push through the crowd, and you're going to glide through. So that is the protector in the male. So that is the reason it's done. And if we don't have these values, and if we don't know, we do things that don't work. Just like, here's another one. You're in a movie theater. You let the woman in first, and then you sit on the aisle seat. Why would you do that? It's because you're the protector. If some jerk walks down the aisle and hits you in the shoulder, almost breaking your shoulder, at least it didn't happen to her. If somebody walks down the aisle and spills their popcorn all over your head, at least it didn't happen to her. But then what happens if she doesn't want to go in the aisle and sit next to somebody that she's uncomfortable with? What would you do? So you'd either move to where it was better, or you would give her the aisle seat. But you as the male are the protector. So we've lost that. We've lost a lot of what this book talks about. And there were definite reasons why these things were done. The biggest problem in our society today is somebody says to you, why? And the answer is insufficient, because it's not something that makes logical sense. So the book, The Woman and the Warrior, here it is again, the book, The Woman and the Warrior by Yoga Matt. You will understand, it will make sense to you why you do these things that you do. So please, again, pass this on, buy the book. You can tell me what you think. YogaMattAcademy@gmail.com or YogaMattAcademy.com, and just send me a little note. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. Om peace, peace, peace. Have a wonderful day. Remember to be humble. Remember to love your fellow human being. Remember to see the oneness in all. Thank you again. Have a terrific day. Bye.